Have you ever wondered where the roots of Western philosophy lie? Who was the pioneer that sparked this intellectual revolution? That honor belongs to a man named Thales of Miletus, the first philosopher of the Western world. Born in the city of Miletus around 625 BC, Thales was a native of the region of Ionia in Asia Minor, a place that now corresponds to the territory of modern-day Turkey. Picture a time when Greece was not yet unified, a time when the Greek region was a patchwork of independent city-states, each with its own unique culture, politics, and way of life. In Ionia, a group of thinkers emerged, known as the Ionian School, which included philosophers like Anaximander and Anaximenes. But standing tall amongst them was Thales, a man born in a city-state, in a region that was just beginning to explore the vast expanse of human knowledge. Thales was not just a philosopher, but also a successful merchant. His profession allowed him to travel, to encounter various different cultures, and to bring back a wealth of knowledge and experiences. It was these experiences that would shape his philosophical views and contribute to his revolutionary ideas. Thales was an observer, a thinker, and a seeker of knowledge. He looked at the world around him and asked questions that no one before him had thought to ask. He sought to understand the universe, its compositions, and the fundamental principles that governed all things. And so Thales, a curious and astute observer of the world, was about to embark on a journey that would change the course of human knowledge. This was the birth of Western philosophy, a monumental turning point in human history, and it all started with a man named Thales in the city of Miletus, in the region of Ionia, around 625 BC. Before he became a philosopher, Thales was a successful merchant. His travels exposed him to a world of knowledge and diverse cultures. This was a man who understood that knowledge and wisdom were not restricted by borders. Thales traded his wares across the Mediterranean, but it was his journey to Egypt and the Middle East that truly widened his intellectual horizons. In the heart of Egypt, Thales discovered a society deeply entrenched in mathematical prowess. The Egyptians had harnessed the power of mathematics to erect their monumental pyramids, employing it as a tool for construction and daily activities. However, they had not yet embarked on a systematic study of this discipline. In the Middle East, Thales encountered Babylonian astronomy. The Babylonians were adept at studying celestial bodies, mapping the night sky with a precision that was extraordinary for their time. Their understanding of the cosmos was a source of fascination for the inquisitive Thales. His exposure to Egyptian mathematics and Babylonian astronomy was transformative. It was in these foreign lands that Thales began to grasp the potential of these disciplines. He realized that mathematics was not just a tool for building, but a language of logic and reason, capable of uncovering the secrets of the universe. Similarly, the Babylonian study of the stars inspired Thales to explore the cosmos, setting the stage for his later contributions to astronomy. Upon his return to Greece, Thales did not keep his newfound knowledge to himself. Instead, he initiated a systematic study of mathematics in his homeland, laying the groundwork for what would later become the field of geometry. He also brought back the principles of Babylonian astronomy, enriching Greek astronomical studies with a new level of precision. In essence, Thales's travels were not simply to trade goods, but to trade ideas. He sought to learn from the cultures he encountered, absorbing their knowledge and integrating it into his own intellectual pursuits. His journey was not just physical but intellectual, opening up new paths of thought and understanding. Thales' travels were more than just business ventures. They were journeys of discovery and learning. His quest for knowledge laid the foundations of Western philosophy, and his story reminds us that wisdom is often found in the most unexpected places. Thales didn't just learn from other cultures, he took their knowledge and pushed it further. He was not a mere spectator, he was a participant, a catalyst of change. His travels to Egypt and the Middle East had not only enriched him with diverse cultural experiences, but also exposed him to the profundity of Egyptian mathematics and Babylonian astronomy. However, the genius of Thales lay not in his ability to learn, but in his capacity to innovate. He brought mathematics to Greece, but he did more than just introduce it. He transformed it from a practical tool to a systematic field of study. Mathematics in Egypt was primarily utilitarian, used for construction and daily activities. Thales saw the potential for more. He saw a world of abstract concepts, of logical reasoning, and of universal truths waiting to be discovered. One of his most significant contributions was the formulation of what we now call Thales's theorem. This theorem, a simple yet profound mathematical concept, provided a method to determine the height of a pyramid based on the lengths of parallel lines and transversals used in its construction. It was a revolution in the realm of geometry, enabling humans to measure what was once thought to be immeasurable. But Thales was not done. He applied this newfound mathematical precision to the field of astronomy. He observed the positions of the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun, and using his mathematical calculations, he was able to predict the day and time of a solar eclipse around the year 585 BC. This achievement marked a milestone in Thales's intellectual journey and signaled the birth of philosophy. Thales's innovations in mathematics were not just about numbers or equations. They were about a new way of seeing, a new way of understanding. They were about challenging the status quo and pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. Thales' mathematical innovations didn't just change the way we build, but how we perceive and understand the world around us. His legacy is not just in the theorems and principles he left behind, but in the spirit of inquiry and discovery he embodied. He was, in every sense, a pioneer of the mathematical revolution. Thales's thirst for knowledge didn't stop at mathematics. He took to the skies, observing and predicting celestial events. As the tale goes, around the year 585 BC, when Thales was about 40 years old, he achieved something truly remarkable. He predicted the date and time of a solar eclipse. No small feat, considering he was armed with nothing more than his naked eye observations of the positions of the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun, and his understanding of mathematics. This singular achievement is viewed by historians as a significant milestone in Thales's intellectual journey. It marked the moment when his intellectual pursuits transcended the borders of mere observation and calculation, venturing into the realm of philosophy. The ability to predict a celestial event as significant as a solar eclipse based on observations and calculations was a testament to Thales's profound understanding of the cosmos and its workings. Yet Thales's astronomical endeavours were not limited to predicting eclipses. His ceaseless observations of the natural world, the universe, and the world around him were driven by a deeper, more profound quest. He sought to understand the fundamental principles that govern all things. He sought to answer the seemingly simple, yet infinitely complex question of the origin of everything. He proposed water as the generative principle, a theory that reflected his deep contemplation of the natural world. Thales's astronomical pursuits were not merely about observing celestial bodies or predicting their movements. They represented his quest to understand the grand design of the universe. His observations, calculations, and predictions were all part of an overarching goal to uncover the fundamental principles that govern all things, from the motion of celestial bodies to the behavior of natural phenomena here on Earth. In conclusion, Thales's contributions to astronomy were not just about the practical aspects of observing and predicting celestial events. They were about seeking to understand the universe and our place in it. As we look to the stars, we can't help but be inspired by Thales's ceaseless curiosity and his quest for knowledge. Thales's astronomical pursuits were not just about observing the stars, but understanding the grand design of the universe. Thales's observations and inquiries led him to a path of philosophical exploration. He was ceaselessly fascinated by the world around him, always keen to uncover the secrets of the universe. His insatiable curiosity led him to ponder the origin of everything. Thales posited water as the fundamental principle of all things. He saw it as the source of life, the element that could exist in all forms, solid, liquid, and gas. This was an idea that marked a departure from mythical explanations, laying a path for rational thought and scientific inquiry. Above all, Thales valued observation and reasoned thought. His philosophy was grounded in the belief that understanding the world required not just mere speculation, but careful study and reflection. He sought to explain natural phenomena without resorting to divine intervention or supernatural elements, thus setting the groundwork for empirical science. In one of the most colourful anecdotes about Thales, the philosopher was so engrossed in stargazing that he fell into a pit. An amused Thracian girl, a likely slave busy with her chores, laughed at his predicament. This story, shared by the ancient historian Herodotus, symbolizes the birth of philosophy. It illustrates the contrast between those who simply live life, preoccupied with their immediate tasks, and those who, like Thales, strive to understand the deeper truths of existence. This tale is not just a reminder of Thales's constant quest for knowledge, but also a testament to the birth of philosophy itself. It symbolizes the beginning of a journey to understand the world, not just through immediate experiences, but through contemplation, inquiry, and the relentless pursuit of truth. Thales was not just a philosopher, but an observer, a mathematician, an astronomer, and above all, an eternal student of life. His legacy serves as a reminder of the power of intellectual curiosity, the value of reasoned thought, and the importance of seeking to understand the world around us.